Scott Taylor has scored the most important so far. It led for the best part of half an hour in the first game at Main Road. Reading have added the experienced Kevin Dillon to their midfield lineup since then. He's now free from suspension. But a ban for Steve McMahon means a reshuffle in the Manchester City team. Fitzroy Simpson and player manager Peter Reid will link up at the heart of their midfield. Number 10, Gary Flitcroft, will operate as an emergency right back. It's a lovely night for a giant killing. A wildly windy day in the Thames Valley, rain by the buckets. And it won't need a big push for someone to take a tumble tonight. Manchester City in the white shirts will have to hang on tight. Although conditions both underfoot and overhead are much better than they might have expected earlier in the day. Rick Holden winning the first corner. Signal for David Brightwell to make his way forward from the back. In because of an injury to his older brother. Holden will take the corner. Quinn is the target, but it was right down the throat of Steve Francis. He's not difficult to pick out. He's very, very difficult to mark. One for Jimmy Quinn. Came off the head of Brightwell. Taylor is the man in pursuit. And to the considerable surprise of the Reading players, tonight's referee Roger Gifford points for a goal kick. Brightwell seemed to get the last touch. Sheeran played inside the full-back for the pace of David White, and Manchester City have got three inside the box. Sheeran's there, and Manchester City are in front. And the man who got their crucial equaliser in the first game has put them in front in the second. It's his fourth goal in his last three matches, Mike Sheeran, and he really does have an eye for the target. Crowded penalty area, but Sheeran made it his. Goal came after just 3 minutes, and it's Mike Sheeran's 9th of the season. Reid's header. Then Williams, and then Dillon. Now McPherson. Getting under pressure again from White. It's a Reading throw. Gooding. Lambert. Sharply played into the path of Taylor. Lambert's got off for the return. Great chance for the teenager. Saved by the legs of Tony Curtin. This is Holzman. Flicked on towards Lambert again. Might still come for Williams. Flitcroft in the way for Manchester City. They're not quite out of the woods, but they had a great escape then. And James Lambert, a teenage winger whose potential has attracted the notice of Monaco, no less, had a great chance to further his reputation there, but it was Tony Curtin who did that. McPherson had nowhere to go there. Conceded the corner. Peter Reid was very taken by the performance of the Reading captain in the first game at Main Road. Holden with the corner. Deep towards Brightwell that time. Might sit up for Flitcroft. Reid. Holden. Still plenty of bodies inside the box. Holden try again. He's got his cross in towards Quinn. And it was beaten away by Steve Francis. Just had to fend it off. Quinn at close quarters. After some persistent wing play by Rick Holden. The third time of asking, beautifully delivered for Niall Quinn. Quinn into the path of Reid this time. Over the head of McPherson for Sheeran. And he's got support. And Scott Taylor, mindful of that, concedes the corner. Holden with the corner. Reed. Holden again. Went for glory himself. Steve Francis was well positioned. Adrian Williams has slotted in alongside Keith McPherson at the heart of the Reading defence. Good work by Holden. Sheeran has peeled away to his left, and it's opened up a little bit of a gap here for Rick Holden. He scored! All his own work. 32 minutes gone. Steve Francis beaten for a second time. And a solo goal from a very individual player, Rick Holden. They made good runs either side of him, and the waves parted, and Holden went through the middle, kept his head, and an element of surprise about the shot.